I'm doing the intro with a cat. Can you? Hey guys, welcome to my series, Make My Space Work, the show where we gift hardworking entrepreneurs a complete office makeover. I'm your host, Alexandra, a design expert, and this series is brought to you by Shopify, the complete commerce platform to start, grow, and maintain your business. Today we are helping Matt transform his living room / office area. Matt has an awesome YouTube channel called Raz Kitchen. It's the world's first Rastafarian cooking show starring Raz Moko, who lives in Jamaica and collaborates with Matt on this channel. They also have an awesome merch store together as well. Matt travels between Jamaica and Canada a lot for the channel, but recently he's been working out of his home office a lot, not traveling as much, and he realized that it needs a bit of a refresh. Matt's got some awesome furniture and he's got this cool like retro vintage vibe going on, but he needs help pulling it all together. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We have so many awesome office makeovers coming at you that you don't want to miss. So please subscribe.
Hi, my name is Matthew. I'm a content creator. The main channel I have is called Raz Kitchen, and it's a Rasta style Jamaican cooking show. It's sort of become a travel show as well. It stars my friend Rasta Moko. All of the shooting is done in Jamaica. I'm usually hanging out with Moko on his yard with him and his family. We travel all over making all different types of content, and then I bring all my footage back to my little home studio office here in Toronto and start doing all the cutting, all the production. It's a 1-bedroom place here on the 2nd floor of an old house. It's my living room. It's where I host people. It's where I chill and watch TV. Half the stuff in the room is either found or bought at a restore. Like the desk, for example, is just a construction scaffolding that I've spray painted and jammed into the space. I feel like the space could definitely use some brightening up. It's currently painted mystery taupe. There's drywall stuff that I've fixed but didn't bother to paint over yet. Things kind of don't really match, so I just need some expert help to really kind of pull the room together. I feel like it is a nice space, so please come help me make my space work. I know it's possible.
We're really trying to maximize all the space we have in our home. The main problem is that his workspace is way too big. It's just like in your face. His desk is literally made from scaffolding, and there's not a clear divide between his living room and his workspace. Even though he has nice furniture pieces, there isn't a cohesive style, and that's where I come in. I want to make this space feel more sophisticated. I want to give him a clear space to lounge and relax, and then a designated space to work with a way smaller desk. So it is day one. We have arrived at Matt's space, and the first thing we're gonna do is just start clearing out all the furniture that won't be used again in this room. Matt has like a lot of stuff he's just kind of picked up from people, from friends, found secondhand. So we're gonna take that out of the room and get this space prepped and ready for painting. Oh gosh, that's so funny. This wall is the first thing you see when you walk into this room. I really want to make this room feel more like a living room instead of like, whoa, there's an office in the corner. So I thought a really great way to do that would be to do like a dark and moody accent wall. The color I picked is called Salamander. I'm really excited about it, and it's kind of an in-between of like a navy and a forest green. Ooh, yeah. I am so excited about this paint color choice. It's sophisticated, but not too dark. In some lights it looks green, in some lights it looks blue. It really reminds me of like water, like there's depth to this color. And this color is a game changer in a space like this. It's really gonna set the tone for the style of this space. While we wait for the paint to dry, we are gonna start building some furniture. You guys, let's take a trip down memory lane. Matt was using a literal bar stool to work at this desk. So I knew that I had to bring in another desk chair. Beauty. That's not the right. Wait, what? Look at it, look. We built it way wrong. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like slanted. Now, you guys know I use a variety of desk chairs on this channel. Sometimes it makes sense to go for more of an ergonomic chair. Other times it makes sense to go for a decorative dining chair. And in Matt's space, because this is also his living room, I knew that I had to bring in a sleek leather dining chair with gold legs. Okay, that's better. This yellow beige color on the wall, it's really gotta go. It doesn't look like Matt was walking down the aisles of a hardware store, looking at all the paint chips and was like, I think I'll go for this yellow beige. And that's because he didn't. It's leftover paint from his brother who owns a paint company. We are giving it a major refresh. This is like my secret to refreshing any space. Even if you just change the walls to be a bright white, it really makes a space feel fresh and not so dated. This beautiful accent color would have been enough to make an impact in this space, but I wanted to take it a step further because I was going for this kind of like sophisticated, classy space. I wanted to add some molding to this wall. This is a really easy DIY project, even if you rent, and you'll see at the end what a game changer this molding is. What you'll need for this project is some molding, some spackle, and a nail gun. So to put this on the wall, Chico and I are just doing the first panel, which goes at the bottom, making sure it's nice and level on the wall, and then I'm going in with a nail gun and just nailing either side of the molding. Okay, so now we're just gonna fill the gaps in between the molding. So you just want to put it in the little cracks. And then we're going to go in with a wet cloth and wipe all the excess off. I'm painting over it with the same color that we used for the wall. And you want to do 2 or 3 coats for sure. It goes on really light on the molding. If you rent, I would also suggest you paint the molding and the wall separately, because if you paint the molding once it's up on the wall like we're gonna do, it creates a seal. And when you take it off, it's gonna be really hard to make the wall look nice and evenly painted again. Another tip, if you rent, you can actually get peel and stick molding packages. So you get everything you need to do a molding project, no nails in the walls, and they literally just like stick like peel and stick wallpaper. So now it's time to dismantle this desk. I mean, this desk ultimately was working for Matt, but it was really big. It jutted out from this alcove, and it actually makes the room look a lot smaller. It is the evening, early evening. We are just wrapping up a really busy day. The molding looks so good, and it was so easy to do. I feel like anyone could do this. Cleared out the desk, so this corner is nice and open. That is it for day 1, a very successful prep day. So we will see you guys first thing tomorrow. It's bright and early, it's day 2. The paint is dry, so we're just moving all of the furniture we're keeping in this space back to its original spot. This couch is so gorgeous and so comfy. I'm moving it back against the wall, but this time I'm centering it in the room. Before, Matt had it off to the right, or maybe it was the left, but it wasn't centered, so I'm centering it. You guys, look at how gorgeous it looks against this color. Proof that I think sometimes just to refresh your furniture, you just need to put it against a new paint color. Sometimes painting your room is all it takes to make everything else in your space feel really refreshed and brand new. Next up, we are removing these blinds. And I think Matt would be the first person to agree with me that these blinds have got to go. They're yellowing, they're old. I think they've been here since he moved in, probably way before that. So I'm just replacing them with some simple white roller shades. Adding some white blinds makes such a difference. It's brighter in here. It already looks bigger and just so much more fresh. Chico, ready to build the desk with me?
Ready.
So I got him one that's going to just fit so nicely in this little alcove, and it's just gonna feel so much neater in here. When I saw this desk, I knew that Matt had to have this in his space because he has so many cords. He has his sound equipment, so he mixes all of his own sound in here. And I thought that this was genius because there's so many little cubbies for all of his cords. And these tops basically go on like that. So it creates like a surface for your desk. Then you can just lift them up and put things inside. So it's gonna keep all of his cords so nice and organized. I'm also really hoping that his mixer fits in one of these cubbies. Let's try it out. I'm really hoping it fits. I think it's gonna fit. Oh my goodness. So this way, everything's organized and he still has like a nice, large surface to work on. We snagged a really good deal on the desk from J&M Home, and it is so unique. Finds like this are often an investment, but they make such a huge difference to your workflow and just like your everyday life. So now it's time to mount these speakers on the wall. Matt uses these for editing. So Chico put the brackets on the wall to hold them. As you've probably noticed, Matt has a ton of moving parts on this desk. He has a lot of cords, and he asked me to just leave everything unplugged because when we leave, he's gonna come back in and set it all up the way he wants to, which makes total sense. So I'm leaving him with these cord covers. They just do wonders for streamlining everything and making everything look really neat and tidy. And now we're sliding in this chair to complete this little office nook. It's looking so good. Next up, I'm hanging 2 pendant lights on either side of the couch. It's really gonna frame this molding and just add to this accent wall even more. So we definitely need another cup hook in the ceiling because I don't like how this cord is just hanging, and usually they come with 2. So what we're gonna do is like swag it to that corner, and then the cord will just drape down really nicely like this. Next up, I'm gonna hang this piece of art. Matt already had this picture. One thing I've been loving doing recently is mixing and matching different hues of the same color. So the wall is this like greeny blue, and the picture is a deep forest green. I find it looks like there's more depth to a room, there's more style, it looks more designed and put together when you mix and match different hues of the same color, just like I've done here. I know. So I asked Chico to build a custom kind of music station for Matt because his turntable was crowding up his desk area. He was like, I don't need it on here. It's just a surface for me to put it on. And then at the back, there's also storage, which is great because, you know, he lives in an apartment and storage is limited. To complete this little nook, I've added a wall sconce to give some ambient light to this little music zone, and of course his turntable. He also has some records that are stored away in his closet. I'm gonna bring those out, put them on display. And again, it's like adding to that separation of work and living. I'm like, who doesn't want a custom music station? Matt had this old side table that didn't match any of the other furniture in his space, so I'm replacing it with this really cool marble table. I wanted this typewriter to have like a moment of its own. So now when you walk into this room, you don't notice that big desk in the alcove. Instead, you see like a warm and inviting living room, and then you kind of notice the desk after. Let's add the final touches to this room because it's almost time to reveal it to Matt. I can't stop touching it.
Stop touching.
I'm using his rug, but I'm turning it horizontally instead of vertically, just to create a bit more of a divide between his living space and his workspace. So Matt already had this coffee table, and I wanted to show you guys inside. So it lifts up like this. There's storage where he keeps all of his gear, and he can either work here during the day or eat dinner. And I think this is such a great piece because I know so many of you watching have small spaces, and dual purpose pieces of furniture like this are game changers. I'm placing a fiddle leaf in this corner. If you have an empty nook or corner in your home that like wouldn't fit anything else, just place a plant in it. I'm also placing one of his surfboards against this wall. I just thought this was such a cool piece to have as decoration. I'm now bringing in some new cushions, and what an impact these make to this couch and this room. These cushions are beautiful. Instead of having his armchair just against the wall, I'm turning it towards the couch to create more of a lounge area so it feels like a separate space, not one big open area. The space is done, and I am thrilled with how it turned out. I've never done a space like this before. It's really different for me, and I'm really, really happy with it. But most of all, I really hope that this helps Matt become more productive and feel inspired to run his channel and build up the merch store with designs approved by Moko. They have so many fun things in the store like t-shirts, mugs, prints, and posters. Definitely check it out. It's really fun. If you're interested in starting a store like Matt and Moko, maybe you even have some designs up your sleeve that you want to print on t-shirts or mugs or masks, Shopify can help you make that happen. If you've never heard of print on demand, basically what it means is you bring your design to a print on demand company and they handle the printing it on, the accessories, and shipping it. So you can literally just run your store from your living room like Matt does. You don't have to have inventory lying around, and Shopify can help set you up with those partners. They have so many resources available to help you get started. I've actually linked a blog post down below that reviews the 10 best print-on-demand companies to help you get started designing, printing, and shipping out all of your custom products. Go check out that link, but first, let's bring Matt in, reveal the space, and see what he thinks. Just so you know, I'll be in the room, but I'm a safe distance away from Matt because of social distancing. I want you to picture what this room looked like before. Crowded, desk area, everything on your desktop.
Yep, and more.
Are you ready to see what your space looks like now?
I'm ready. I was not attached to the mystery taupe, so I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Okay, on the count of 3, I want you to open your eyes. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! Damn. That's epic. That changes it up with an accent wall. Whoa, it is so much cleaner. It's like a whole different world.
Do you like it?
Wow. Yeah. Oh man.
So I really wanted to create like a separate music station for you.
Ah.
So a place for your records. There's tons of storage behind that cabinet.
Cool.
So it's all hollow inside. So you can keep your records, you can keep like gear, whatever you need.
Aha.
And then your desk looks much smaller, but it has tons of storage in the top. So
yeah.
There's a place for your mixer, because I know you use that to do your videos.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then I really wanted to elevate the furniture that you had, because it's beautiful. So we just added this like dark and moody paint color on the wall, did some molding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Molding's crazy. I never would have thought of that. Cool. Yeah, that definitely works. And you pick good records. I see some Brazilian stuff down there.
Yay.
That's good. In 48 hours, I don't know how you guys do it, because I got to 8 years here and it still was... Oh, and the blinds. You didn't mention the blinds.
Oh, yes, Matt, we had to get rid of the blinds.
Oh my God, those were here when I bought the place.
They needed to go like 8 years ago.
Oh, they did. They so did.
We also got a gift for Moko. I'm gonna put this. So I know he probably doesn't need a new desk for his outdoor kitchen.
No.
So we got him an outdoor radio.
That is
instead.
wicked.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this makeover. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have so many more in-person makeovers like this that you don't want to miss. As always, I will see you guys next time.